Hey, it's Nick Doherty here from Forcing Real Estate, and I wanted to share with you today why real estate builds more wealth than any other asset class. So in the previous videos, we discussed things like cash flow, we discussed principal pay down, we discussed appreciation. But one of my other favorite things about real estate is forced equity. Now, what do I mean by forced equity? Forced equity is doing things like buying the property and then adding things like redoing the roof, redoing the flooring, adding improvements. Maybe you redo the countertops, maybe you paint it, maybe you add a new washroom. The things like this that actually increase the value of the property. So now you have cash flow, you have appreciation, you have principal pay down, and now you've forced equity in the house, which makes your property more valuable. So the number two reason why I would say real estate wealth is one of the number one asset classes to build wealth consistently is inflation. Now, why this is so beneficial is because your property is increasing in value with inflation, and so is the rents that you're charging your tenants are increasing as well. Now, why is this so important? Because there's these other expenses that you have, let's just say property tax or your mortgage payment, that are more set in stone. Yes, your property tax will increase, but it won't increase at the rate of inflation in the market value. It only increases little bit by little bit every year. And whereas your mortgage payments, you've already set these in stone from the beginning. So let's say you've set your mortgage payments at a fixed 5-year term, your payment is fixed. You have a fixed payment, but your asset is increasing in value. In this gap here, this is where you're building more equity. You're increasing through inflation, but your expense is staying the same. So this also allows you to build your wealth consistently over a period of time. So the third reason why real estate is one of the best asset classes to build wealth consistently is literally because you can rinse and repeat. Your wealth can become measurable. Once you've done one property, and you understand the nuances that there is to purchasing the property, hiring a property manager, doing your taxes, running the numbers, you understand the process. Once you understand the process, it's just a matter of scaling your business. If you've done it with one, why can't you do it with two? And if you've done it with two, why can't you do it with 4? So this is another benefit why you can consistently measure what your wealth is going to be long term. What is my wealth projection if I own 4 houses over the next 25 years? You can measure, you can get a rough measurement of what your wealth will be 25 years from now. This is a huge benefit why it's so consistent that you can build your wealth predictably through real estate. Now, these are 3 reasons why real estate is one of the best asset classes to build wealth consistently. Like I had mentioned, you can improve the property, which adds another value, another layer to the property, which is so important to increase the value of the property. You have a hedge against inflation. While your property is going up in value, you have fixed expenses that create this gap to have more equity to invest in more properties. And number 3, you can measure and accurately predict what your wealth will be years from now. You have the ability to rinse and repeat the process once you've done it once and scale your business so you can build your wealth long term. Now, I trust these helped you understand a few other reasons why real estate is such a beautiful asset class to build your wealth long term, how to increase your wealth, and I provide you with a different perspective on how real estate can be a benefit to you and build your family's wealth long term. Comment below if you have any questions and I'd be happy to answer.